want to share with you, though, one reason why we pay so much for healthcare, and part of it, as I'm sure many of you know, has nothing to do with the providers, but has to do with how we're billed. And I want to give you a real live example concerning me. Okay, so what happened was I go to see my doctor. She said, we may need to put you on statins. So we need to do something called a CT scan of your heart, and we're just going to make sure there's nothing serious. By the way, it turned out there wasn't. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to go and get that done. I go, fine. So I go online and I fill out a form, and it says, if you have this procedure, this is at the ARA people here in Austin, Texas, you're going to be charged $150 because odds are the insurance company will not cover this. Big red warning came up. Insurance company will not pay for this. You, Mr. Lang, will be liable for roughly $150. I go to my procedure, and the young lady at the check-in says, you know, Mr. Langley, you have to pay $150 right now. And I go, why? She says, well, the insurance company probably won't pay for this. And I go, wait a minute, how much will and then she says, by the way, we'll charge you $250 if the insurance company doesn't pay for it. And I said, so wait a minute. So it's $150 if I pay you now, but when the insurance company turns me down, which you're saying they probably will, you're going to charge me $250? How's that even work? Anyway, I said, no, I'm not going to pay you $150 now. Let's see what happens, and I'll take it up with your CEO or someone, because you know what? I'm lucky. I have an outlet. I've done radio. I work with various people in the industry, in the media. Let's see what happens. Anyway, so regardless of that, I literally had to fill out a form that said when, according to them, wasn't if, but when the insurance company turned down this procedure, paying for it, I would agree up front not only to paying them the fee, the $150, but a fee of $250. In other words, almost double what they were going to charge me originally, just for the privilege of the insurance company turning me down. I trust all that makes sense. The story is, and I'm going to put it up, now I have the bill. And the bill I owe, $20. That's right, kids, $20. As you can see here, the insurance company negotiated the procedure down from, it says $227 to something like $100, and therefore they paid $80 and I owe $20. That's right. So in other words, if I'd have agreed to what ARA wanted up front, instead of paying $20 out of pocket, I would have paid $150 out of pocket. ARA would not have received roughly $100. You can do the math, $80 plus the 20. They would have received $150. In other words, they would have received $50 more than they would have got had I not gone in and agreed to go with the insurance company to see what happened. What a fucking con. At the end of the day, they're saying, hey, pay up front. The odds are the insurance company is not going to cover it and will penalize you when they don't.